Today's MSC Meraviglia video is brought to you by cruiseline.com, where you can find reviews, tips, and photos from real, everyday cruisers. Hey cruisers, I've been promising you this video for a long time. So yes, today we're going to talk about how I organize my cruise binder. So we're going to talk specifically about how we got organized for this particular cruise. We're on MSC Meraviglia, and I want to talk to you about the contents of the binder and how you can make one for yourself. Now what we're going to do is we're going to link to some directions on how to get our ultimate cruise organization binder checklist and our wall mount itinerary in the description below. So make sure you follow the instructions. It's a little bit complicated, so we want to make sure that you can have all of that there in the description. Okay, so first up, I started with a binder with a clear plastic cover because I like to insert my wall mount itinerary into the front of the binder. We're also going to give you a link to this particular document so that you can customize it yourself. So I personally like a binder with a clear cover, but you can use whatever you want to do. Just get a 3-ring binder or even a manila folder and throw all of this stuff in it. It's not too complicated. Then we have chosen dividers with pockets. I guess you could call them little pockets in them. These pockets are great because if you have extra papers that you accumulate along the way on your cruise, you can put them in here. So I'll tell you what I have in this pocket so you can have a general idea of something that you might want to take along with you. Now for this particular cruise, I thought because we're sailing in the yacht club and getting some really personal service that we might need some thank you cards for the staff, for our stateroom steward, our butler, for whomever helps us out. So I brought some thank you cards. I have some sticky notes in here, some blank pieces of paper. I have business cards. I have copies of our passports, things like that. And then the first tab in the binder here, I've got some flight information, but I'm actually going to go through all 8 tabs for you. So I'm going to put this down and just read you the list of what's in all 8 tabs. Okay, so in my binder, which this is going to be totally unique for you, you do this however you do you, but for me, my first tab is usually my boarding passes. This time I put my flights in the front. I don't know why I did that. So boarding documents, boarding passes, things like that. And then my luggage tags are going to go in the folder section, that little pocket, right, in front. So once you get your luggage tags ready, you can pop them in there and have them ready to go. My second tab is flight confirmations. So I print out all of my flight confirmations. My third tab is hotel confirmations for before and after my cruise. Number 4 is onboard reservations. So reservations that I may have made in advance for the spa, for maybe, dinner, entertainment, things like that. Print them off, pop them in there, and I won't forget what time I've made a reservation for whatever it is I made a reservation for. Number 5 is excursion confirmations. So I keep those totally separately, 3-hole punch them in advance, pop them in the binder, and you have everything you need when you go on a shore excursion, whether you book it through the ship or on your own. It's there for you. You have the telephone number, contact information of the company in case you need it. Number 6, I actually dedicate an entire binder tab to receipts. So in that case, I'm going to be using the pocket to pop receipts into as I go so that I can take all of those receipts home with me and keep them on hand in case I need them. Number 7 is a place to store our newsletters. So again, we're using the pocket, right, to put the newsletters into. So as you can see, I use the pockets as much as I really use the binder portion of it because there's things I want to take home. It's just nice to get it all into one place. Now with some cruise lines, I've noticed the newsletters are a little too big to fit in the pockets, but usually it works out okay. Number 8, I gotta tell you, I actually leave it blank and I use that area for whatever I might need on a cruise. Sometimes it's just different, or sometimes you need a little extra space. So don't feel that you need to fill the binder completely up to make it useful. So I'll give you a little peek through it one more time. So we have the front area, which has my thank you cards, the note cards, the passport copies, and then for some reason I put my flights in the front here. So as you can see, I really simplified my flight information with flight numbers, times, seats, and everything onto one page. Because for me, I know I'm going to check in using the app on my phone. So I don't really need to have everything, all of the flight confirmations printed out. I just need that simple area there. Okay, what else do we have here? Oh my goodness, I can't read it. Okay. Next up is all of my hotel confirmations. Now these I do print in full because I have found that sometimes when you approach the hotel front desk, they want to see the confirmation. Okay, and this is my onboard reservations area. This is kind of wobbly, but I printed out all my onboard reservations. Everything is in here for my MSC cruise, and we're all set there. And next up, as always, this is where I keep my excursion information. So as you can see, I literally just printed this out of my Gmail. This is my excursion confirmation for a Gaudi Segway tour we're doing in Barcelona. How cool is that? Now, one thing I do as I go through the cruise, once the excursion is over, sometimes I will rip these out and throw them away to make more room for things I want to take home with me. So that's a tip that you can take or leave, but we like to do that. This one looks like it's kind of blank. I've got some other information in here on just basic travel that, you know, been personal to my particular trip. But that's pretty much it, folks. It's really, really simple to make one of these, and we are going to link to the products that we use here in the description of this video below, this exact binder and the tabs. Now, if they sell out on Amazon or in our Amazon store, try to go to officedepot.com and see if you can find them, and you should be okay. I think this might be about a 1/2 inch binder, if I'm not mistaken. It's called the Avery Flexible Round Ring Binder, 8.5 by 11, and it's a 1/2 inch, and this is blue, so this part of it, 1/2 inch. Okay, we hope that you've enjoyed this. Thank you so much for being patient. I know many of you wanted to see this video for a long time, and I'm finally getting around to it. Be sure to check out how to get the Ultimate Cruise Binder checklist in the description below, and while you're here, hit that subscribe button. Please, 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 we would love for you to do that. Give this video a nice thumbs up. Turn on your notifications for future videos, and until next time, we'll see you on the high seas. Thanks for watching.